Joao Pedro is starting to sink in this team. He's starting to sink into into being a legit starting striker for Chelsea. Guys, how you doing? It's match reaction time to Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Great win for Chelsea. I was worried, of course, in the first 2 minutes when Villa scored in the first 2 minutes. I'm like, here we go again. But wow, I was shocked by it was a very good positive reaction from Chelsea. Uh, I mean, Joao Pedro has been on fire since Rosinho has took over. I think um, I think he fits. Rosinho is knowing how to use him more than Maresca. It depends. Each manager is different. Maresca, he knew how to use Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer flourished with him. Now Joao Pedro is flourishing with Rosinha now, but Cole Palmer has not been able to flourish under Rosinha. So that's something we need to fix. If it's not this season, then next season. But it was a great performance by Chelsea. I'm just gonna talk a bit more about the game now. Chelsea. The thing is, what I've realized, Chelsea we have a good starting lineup. It's a solid starting lineup. If all your regular starters play, we are a good team. But the problem with us is, obviously when you get to rotation times, when you have 2 games in a week, so and so, that's where it gets bad for us because our people our bench is very bad. That's something we really need to fix in the summer. Obviously, that's obviously if the owners want to spend money and actually fix this team, because from what we've seen, they haven't really done that because I mean, I mean when the game against Arsenal, if you see the difference between their bench and our bench, it's not even it's not even close. I mean, you see them getting people like Havertz, um, uh, Madueke, um, so and so coming out. And then you see us getting all these, defenders, Toshin and all these like very mid-level, not even mid-level players off the bench. So that's something we really need to fix in the off season. But I think we have a solid starting lineup. I think if you have a good, if our starting lineup is really solid. Our defense obviously still needs to be fixed. I think we need a center back, obviously, in my view. Um, I think we need a good spine. We need a good center back. We have 2 good center midfielders in Fernandez and Caicedo, and then you have your striker, which is Joao Pedro. So now Joao Pedro is proving that he's going to be the number one striker. I think we found him, but I still think also they need a backup striker to help him. Um, Now to the game, I think from what I've seen now since Rossino has took over, is our offense is really good. Our offense improved much better with under Liam than Maresca. Um, Obviously, our defense still has problems, but even though I think our defense has still been playing better, also, I never liked the Liam Rossino hire, but I mean, like, obviously as a fan, I was still gonna back him as a manager, and always hope he does well. I wasn't gonna say no. I hope he fails. Blah blah blah. Um, I think we need better wingers also. Uh, like I don't think our wingers are that great. I mean, Pedro Neto for me is not a starting winger. On the other side, you don't really, especially on the left, you don't really have a great winger like we don't have a good solid winger on the left. Because Garnacho is not a starter. Gittins, this guy shouldn't even be playing, and uh, and sometimes he plays Palmer over there, which Palmer is not even a winger. He plays behind the striker. So I mean. I mean, we had some couple bad results, which I thought we should have won. Obviously, against Burnley, against Leeds at home, but I mean we've done that all season because our like I said, our team is not great, especially when you rotate games, when you have midweek games and you have weekend games. Um, so I mean, now I've kind of give you my thoughts on the squad. Now I'm going to give you my thoughts on the game. Um, I think, like I said, Joao Pedro was excellent. Palmer played well, but I mean, he scored the goal, but it was an empty net. All he had to do just all he had to do was just slot it in. But I mean, I still think this year Palmer needs to be better. I think he can be much better because last year he was one of our. I mean, he was our best player by far. It wasn't even close. I just feel like he needs to fit into Liam Rosinha's system. Really needs to fit in his system. Um, I think Enzo has been flourishing under him. Enzo has been a really good the whole season in general. Casedo's always been good. Casedo's just a monster. I still think um, um, James, of course, was phenomenal. James is always phenomenal. Um, Everyone played their part today, but the thing is with Chelsea is it's going to continue. One game, okay, we say, oh, 4-1, we won. We're okay. Now we're starting to to build something, and then next game, we just catastrophe. Um, Now he has easy game on the weekend. I'm not going to say it's an easy game, but it's FA Cup. It's against Hull City, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I mean, if you were predicting that game, you'd predict a Chelsea win. Hull City's in, I think second division, I think, and then of course we have the big one against PSG. I would love to do a watch along for that, but I'm gonna be busy at work, so I might not be able to do a watch along for that one. But I will do one for the second leg, because I have another business I deal with outside of this of my YouTube platform that I'm trying to build right now. Um, so I mean, Chelsea have a very not a hard schedule, but I mean, it's not it's a very winnable rest of the schedule with 8 games left in the league to try to get champion to qualify for next season Champions League. Um, uh, but again, I just think that, and speaking of, I don't think even Rossignol believes that that he's found the number one goalkeeper. I don't think he thinks Sanchez is the goalkeeper, because for him to make a change on a goalkeeper in the game against Aston Villa, which is a must-win game, he told you, oh, it's rotation. I mean, no one rotates back for goalkeepers in football. Rarely they do. For him, that I think he doesn't think that Sanchez is the guy. So hopefully we can get someone better. Because Sanchez did have a horrible game against Arsenal. I mean, okay, he had some great saves, but the 2 goals that we conceded from a corner, kind of his fault. Coming out doesn't know how to catch the ball, doesn't know how to hit the ball away when the corner was swung in. So a lot of this stuff um, needs to be improved. I like him. I like what Rossino is doing, especially attacking wise. Let's see what let's. I mean, the board needs to help him. The owners need to help this guy out. They need to, help buy him some players. That's the only way that's the only way the guy is going to succeed. If you think that's the person, you got him all the way from Nantes to come and manage us, then you have to put all your chips in and help him out. So I mean, I just want to give a quick recap. It wasn't really a recap of the game because it's my first stream. I want to give you more of what I think of the team, more along the way. I'm going to give you more match reactions to the match specifically. Um, so yeah, I mean, next, please, guys, of course, before I leave, I would love it if you could like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it, and I would love you to join my community. And I hope we can become a family, and you guys can also comment, and I can always reply to your comments. We can have a nice conversation about Chelsea. Because I've been a big Chelsea fan for a long time, and I'm also going to be doing because I live in Cleveland, obviously, so I'm a big Cavs fan. I'm going to be doing some Cavs show podcasts and Browns, and I'm going to do some Eagles because I'm a big Eagles fan because I'm from Philly. So those are the three main teams from America I'm going to be talking about, but but I won't be doing any watch alongs because watch alongs are hard in American sports, especially when the timer was got to be stopping and stuff like that. So it's very hard to keep you up to date on what's going on if you're not watching the game per se. So now I might have a watch along against West Ham. I'll let you. I'll give you. I'll keep you guys updated. But right now, I would have loved to do one against PSG on Wednesday, but I won't be able to. But I'll be doing the second leg for sure, which will be a Tuesday. So that's all I have for you guys today. Please, again, like I said, please like and subscribe and join my channel, and let's become a family, and become a community, and uh you know chat and talk, and you know become become a family. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time for the maybe for the Hull City game watch along. I'll let you know. I'll see you.